Man not on the moon, or astronauts. Few little faults with it. Number one, if the mathematical equation was correct, they would actually be standing on the moon like this, like you and me. Because the world spins really, really slowly. Very, very slowly. The mathematical equation comes to the circumference of the Earth divided by 24 comes to a mathematical equation of 1640 k's an hour, which means that you're standing here spinning at 1640 k's an hour, but in fact you're actually stationary. So one of the theories is if you jump up, you will land in a different spot, but go and jump up. Chances are, just like this, you keep landing in the same spot. So the thing is, if you jumped and landed in a different spot, the world would spin really, really fast, but it spins really, really slowly, just like this. It does not spin really, really fast. So that theory, being the fact that the moon spins 6 times slower than Earth and is 6 times smaller than Earth, there would be, like the Superman theory, you go to the moon and you would be standing there like this, but there's no air, no resistance, so you'd be walking faster than any man on Earth, not slowly. Now, there's all sorts of faults. One of my mates, I was watching a DVD and it shows how one of the Americans, one of the astronauts, falls over, and as he falls over and he gets lifted up like he's on strings, and then his feet put back down onto the surface of the moon. And I said to him, he says, oh yeah, but in a pool, when you're floating, you can then put your feet back down. I'm like, yeah, but there's no water on the moon. For one of the documentaries that I saw, there was 4,774 photos taken of the missions on the moon. Now, I watched a doco where a guy worked out how many seconds they were on the moon, how many seconds it took to unpack, how many seconds to pack up, how many seconds to do this, how many seconds to do that, how many seconds to take a photo, how many seconds to reload the cameras, how many seconds to do this, and worked out there wasn't enough seconds to take 4,774 photos. So that's another fault. The one about the stars, there's no stars in the background, it's just black. Again, a studio. Now, the fact that they messed up the theory, now, if the world span at 1,640 kilometres an hour, and a 747 takes off from Sydney Airport at 250 k's an hour, then you really can't explain it, because the world's moving fast, plane's trying to take off, world's moving faster than the plane, it would actually go backwards. That's one theory. So, if the mathematical equation is correct, Sydney Airport doesn't work. Williamstown Air Force Base doesn't work. So, another one is, here's a little scenario that I've made up of a model, and you'll notice that the ladder's about here. Right? The bottom of the ladder is here. How would you get up onto that ladder? He's come down, landed on the moon, with all that weight, how does he get back up to that ladder? Wouldn't the ladder be down here somewhere? Not up here somewhere? So there's so many faults, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, if the scientific formula for gravity and the mathematical equation for gravity was actually correct, an F-111 couldn't take off from Williamstown Air Base. See? It's true. Pigs really do fly.